Meet Jason Thompson of Brooks, Alberta. Jason is a passionate softball player who had a true vision for a major softball complex in his community, so he set out to seek help from major sponsors to raise over $750,000. The City Council really got on board, and so did the provincial and federal governments, and now his community is benefiting in a multitude of ways because of this project. Another community benefiting from the softball complex is Kamloops, BC.
Well, slow pitch participation in Kamloops is big, with well over 100 teams active in leagues. It's the largest organized adult sport in the city. For years now, City Council has promised slow pitch enthusiasts a new multi-diamond facility to help accommodate league play and tournaments. We'll examine the issue and the status of the new facility in a two-part series. Today we look into the state of slow pitch in Kamloops. The biggest complaint players have is the field conditions. There's no facility in our area designed for the sport. Adult teams from beginner to competitive are playing on elementary school fields designed for kids.
We play all of our games across the city. Okay, we're the biggest league in town, so therefore we have to use all the facilities available to us. Half the games are on school diamonds, which are not ideal to say the least.
Well, they've been playing on the same diamonds for a number of years, and to be honest, we don't receive an awful lot of complaints. Obviously, they're playing on school district fields which are designed for kids. They're not designed for the level of competition that some of these teams are putting on them.
The conditions are poor at many of the diamonds, and there are often obstacles such as trees and goalposts in the field of play. Outfielders are often overlapping with each other on the small fields. It all adds up to extra danger.
Well, we do have some good, decent diamonds here in Kamloops, but as you can see behind me, this is what mostly we play on, our schoolyard fields that crisscross. Lots of holes, sprinklers, lots of leg and foot injuries that we come across here playing slow pitch here in Kamloops, unfortunately.
Another problem for Kamloops slow pitch is the lack of a facility for tournaments. Organizations such as SPN and the NSA run all sorts of provincial and national tournaments in BC. Canada's tournament capital, though, does not have a proper facility to host such events.
We don't have any of those tournaments. We used to have it years and years ago, as I was told before I moved here, but we have no SPN or NSA or any types of qualifiers of those type of tournaments here in Kamloops currently. But we do have them in Kelowna, Merritt, and other cities nearby, which is kind of interesting that we don't have one here in Kamloops.
We'd like to have more teams come to town, and yes, as a business person, have them stay in town. You know, here for 3 or 4 or 5 days, a long weekend. It's ideal. They get to see our city and all the other amenities we have. You can say you're tournament capital of wherever, but you need the facilities.
Other towns smaller than ours are hosting major tournaments. Vernon's Fantastic Tournament hosts around 300 teams and generates $7.3 million for the local communities involved. Revelstoke's Kokanee Glacier Challenge hosts 140 teams in August. That tourney brings in close to $7 million as well. The city knows we are missing out on some major revenue.
That's definitely an area that we're really wanting to encourage activity, and we need the facilities. As we've shown when we build them, they do come. So we're just waiting for what can happen with slow pitch.
A fourplex would work here in Kamloops. We'd definitely be able to run a 24-team tournament, but the project was projected to give us 10 ball fields, which would be even better.
The city does have a plan in place for a new slow pitch facility. It is part of the last phase of the Tournament Capital project. 100 acres of land have been set aside in Rayleigh at the old penitentiary. We'll update the progress of that project in part 2 tomorrow.
And closer to home in the Comox Valley, we can see examples of softball happenings in communities close to us, such as Nanaimo, at McGurr Park, and with Port Alberni's Fantastic Tournament, which hosts over 80 teams. The Comox Valley Fields of Dreams Society has been formed to promote awareness and also to generate fundraising for the construction and maintenance of a new softball complex in the Comox Valley. 4 fenced fields, together all in one, will provide us an opportunity to host larger scale tournaments and also promote local businesses on our outfield fence walls. A centralized clubhouse concession building will be essential for other fundraising activities such as beer gardens, concession sales, and social activities. So there you have it. You can see our vision and our ideas, and our next step is to meet with the city, find a property, and start fundraising. Here we go.